Hello everybody, it's Marie here from Pepperly Rose Paper Crafting. I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator in Sydney, Australia. Thank you for joining me. Today I'm going to feature a card with this gorgeous up and coming bundle which will be live to customers on the 3rd of June. If you'd like to get it beforehand, join my team at pepperlyrosepapercrafting.stampinup.net and you can pick this bundle to be in your starter kit. So this bundle is gorgeous. It's got a lovely watercolour flower features here, stamps, along with these lovely typewriter font sentiments, and I love those. And this coordinates with the many layered blossoms dies, and these are two gorgeous sets here, so they're lovely. So you've got one detailed and one more general. And this is lovely. I'm really going to enjoy using this today. And another thing I'm going to feature that's new is the Just Jade card base. This is half an A4 squat in half again. I've already burnished the score line very lightly, but I'm going to do it again with my bone folder. And then we've got a layering piece of Whisper White which will go on the inside, and it's about 1/4 of an inch shorter than the card base. Now I don't give measurements for card bases because you can adapt this to any card base you wish wherever you are in the world, so that's completely up to you. And then I've got a piece of cardstock here which basically is about that much shorter than the card base. And it's not enough basically to fit the dies. So in this case it's 3 5/8 by 4 5/8. And again, just adapt it to your card base. Then I've got a piece of Whisper White that I will die cut, and this will layer on top of that. And I've got a strip of Just Jade and a piece of basic black cardstock which I'm going to cut to make a little sentiment strip. So we'll get started on this card base. First things first. What we're going to do is we're going to cut a piece here, not that one, with this die. So as you can see, it kind of fits across the whole page there. And you bring up your die cutting machine. So it's not much stamping today, just the sentiment. But I couldn't wait to try this. I thought it would be lovely to try. And then with my Just Jade piece here, that little strip, I'm going to cut a smaller flower. I'm going to cut this little flower up here, and that's with the detailed image there. So I'll position that there, and then we will cut this. It's really, really simple. That's it with the die cutting. Okay, so I've basically pushed out all of the little tiny bits and pieces that you get in this. So it looks like that. I probably can't see that well on white on white, but it's actually quite a beautiful detail. So what I will do now is I'm going to put this on top of this piece here. So I'm just going to put some glue all over this. Better off doing is using like adhesive sheets to stick this down. It'll be much better. I've got bits here that didn't fall off. Okay, get off. All right. And this one here, I'm going to put on the bottom here, just as a little accent, just like that. So I'll put some glue on that. As I said, this is going to be a really, really simple card. So I'll put that here. And I'm just going to trim off that part with some scissors. So it looks like that, just to add on the inside of the card. I think that looks nice. And with this one here, I'm going to add, actually I won't bother sticking that down. I'm going to trim all of this off actually. So I'm just going to grab my little guillotine. It'll end up being shorter than what I initially said, but I'm just going to use my little mini guillotine because that's the best way to cut these things, I've noticed. Actually, I'll trim them off first with scissors, and then I'm going to cut it down again. So I'll just trim that all off. Okay. And then I'm going to trim it down some more. Okay, so I want it to look like that. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to stick that on top here, but I want to trim off some more, but then it'll be too small, so I'll leave it. I'll stick down the bits that haven't really stuck down. Now go on top like that, and I think that turned out absolutely beautiful. This will go on the inside, so why don't we just stick this on the inside of the card? Very messy. Okay. Just use whichever adhesive you see fit. It's nice and simple. Better, finally. Okay, so we'll stick this on top here in a minute. Just glue all these bits down, so bear with me. So now what we're going to do is we are going to stamp the thank you sentiment. I tend to use thank you cards a lot more than any other card. So I'm just going to bring this out, pop that down here, and I forgot my block, so just bear with me. Bring out my block. I'm really disorganised today. For a simple card, I'm the most disorganised. How does that even work? I don't know. But that's me today. But nonetheless, I hope you've enjoyed the tutorial so far. I'm just going to stick this on. Okay. Just get my embossing buddy. And a Versamark ink pad. And I will emboss this here. Okay, I think I stamped that pretty well. Clean that up. Then I'll stick some white embossing powder. Stick some more there. All right. So what I'm going to do off camera is I'm going to heat emboss this, and I'll be back. Okay, so I'm back. So here it is, all heat embossed. And I think that my ink pad for my Versamark needs a re-ink. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to cut this down to size. So I like the guillotine for that. And then I'll just cut it down to size again. This is the mini guillotine, super cute. And then I'll use my scissors to trim that down. So what I'll do now is I'll bring my card base over, put all this stuff away, and I'm going to stick this down. You'll find little bits and pieces. Look, this is where the adhesive sheets will come in handy, so I'm glad Stampin' Up have brought them back. So you'll see those in the annual catalogue next week, which is good. So with this, just trying to think how we're going to do this. I think right across will actually look really nice for this one. Or I might cut it. Actually, I'll cut it this way, so I don't cover up too much of these gorgeous flowers. So I'll do it like that. I think that's lovely, so I'm just going to stick that down. Make sure it's nice and straight. As I said, really simple card today, super duper simple. But I think just wow as well at the same time. So what I'm going to do now is just get some dimensionals, and then we are done. Really, really nice and simple. If you're interested in purchasing these products come 3rd of June onwards, you may do so through my online store at pepperlyrosepapercrafting.stampinup.net. And I would like to have the opportunity to earn your business. If you're anywhere in Australia, I'll be happy to have you as a customer. And if you have any questions regarding this product, feel free to contact me through my online store at pepperlyrosepapercrafting.stampinup.net. And again, and use the contact me section. And you can email me then directly, and then I'll get back to you as soon as possible. So I'll just take off the backings off these dimensionals. One more here. And then we are done. And then all I'm going to do is just stick that up here. Now, we can do this several ways. We can do it like this, but I'm going to stick mine just directly in the middle and be really boring. But I think it looks beautiful, and I like this Just Jade colour. It is stunning, so elegant. It's just beautiful. Yeah, there. So that is my finished card for today, and that's for the inside of the card. I hope you like it. Really simple card. So these dies, you can use them and layer them together. So I'll just grab this because that's falling off there. Getting stuck there, I mean. These are beautiful. You can colour them. You can use different coloured cardstock as well. I'll just poke this little bit out here. Where is it there? I don't like having my little bits and pieces in there of paper, because by the time I do this next time and I use them, they'll still be stuck in there and then it won't cut properly. So anyway, this is a beautiful set. It's very elegant. You can make it as elegant or as contemporary as you like, but I quite like this design. It's really nice and simple, and these beautiful watercolour flowers I'm dying to use as well. So keep an eye out. I will probably do a project with the stamps in the near future. So that's my finished card for today, and I hope you like it. And here it is with the dimension on the side. And I just love the Just Jade colour. It is stunning, beautiful. Thank you all so much for watching and persevering with my mistakes. I hope you enjoyed it. And as I said, any questions, just don't hesitate to let me know. I'm more than happy to help out. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you again next time. Bye.